back, everybody, into the round of 16. Today's Smite World Championship, week number 6 qualifier. We're in week number 6 out of 10. Four more weeks to go once this is completed, and the seeding points have been changed up quite a bit in the European region side of things. Certainly things going back and forth, and with Worth and I-5 coming out very strong, certainly a lot of spots available for the regionals.
But when you look at how the regionals are setting up right now, we've got Cloud9 who in first, TSM right behind them, and like one bad mistake by them, they'll lose the top spot, both of them. That's how close it is. Worth Gaming are hot on their heels though, so if they take first this week, that gap's going to close once again between those top three. I-5, Bloody Tech are the two vying for the third, fourth place positions as well. And then I still think, I'm going to say this now, but SK Gaming, I think are going to sneak in here, you know. They're going to make a late run.
Really?
I'm going to call it now. Yeah, I've seen them over the last couple of weeks, and there's a few things coming out of them where I'm like, SK might have found the rhythm again, but we'll see. So we're into this game, and it's going to be EloFisherS versus Exposed Secrets. Now, Exposed Secrets were the talk of the town at the start of the season as well, Drybear. Like, I expected them to do great things under the name iKick, but then they came in, and they've not had the greatest run of things so far.
Well, I mean, things changed up a lot, right? I mean, they lost Proxy in the beginning, and things kind of swapped up with the roster. They started playing with different players, and, you know, these players have had a very big history in the competitive scene of Smite, but not so much with themselves. At least Zalia coming from C9, Funballer, you know, he's been around this thing for a very, very long time at the launch tournament himself as well. SK, Frostiak has been around as well. Frostiak actually was originally on a different team, but actually swapped in to C9, swapping out with Proxy before they got that sponsorship. Previously when they were SK Gaming, Dazer's been around, and Shadow Nightmare's also been around for a long time. But this is a Giannis time to shine, hovered on and locked in. Wow.
First pick. That's big shout from Exposed Secrets here, saying they come out to play today.
I expect the secret of Giannis.
Yeah, I want to see Zalia today, you know, see if he can channel his inner Robin Van Persie. Shout-outs to the Dutchies in the audience today. Great job over Spain. Spain, what's going on, guys? You were World Cup winners, you know? But
you
the Dutchies are out. No, I'm not starting one.
Don't incite a riot.
Hey,
you're poking the wrong fans.
It's going to be football all the time, okay? We're going to discuss football over the next couple of weeks. Don't get on the name of it. It's football. 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 Oh, look at that. Loki's here too.
Here for EloFisherS. Loki's been around. I mean, he was played a lot actually yesterday and played very, very well. Across the way, Exposed Secrets has some choices to make. Hunbots is still available. And honestly, it would be an easy choice here, especially with Loki and Poseidon being selected across the way. Neither of those characters are really that great at dealing with the Hunbots at close range. Could go for support, could go for a hunter here. You know, we know Artemis and Athena are on the table, ready to be selected, and looks like they're going to be locked in as well. So interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play this one out. Because I like the Athena Artemis combo. Ooh, really? Is that early? Quick Ares response there.
Okay. Okay. Well,
this is getting interesting.
To each his own.
I mean, I think Ares is strong, but he's only strong in certain matchups, especially when you can blow the ultimates off people. But looking at Exposed Secrets team composition right now, it's not the, you know, you'd normally wait a little bit longer, wouldn't you, if you were EloFisherS before picking up Ares?
I mean, Kumba Karn didn't make it through the first round, and Hunbots didn't make it through the first round, and there's a lot of choices to make here. Ares, Loki, okay, there's Shibble, okay, they're going
Shivalonke, football skin hype!
Let's look at this from an empirical standpoint, because Shivalonke is not a bad hunter. In fact, late game, he stacks up in probably the top 3 easily. His damage output is insane. He's probably the hardest hitting single source hunter in the game as far as like one hit. He crits harder probably than any other hunter in the entire game. In his kit, he has a bonus 80 physical damage. That's higher than any other hunter can even boast about or think about getting in their future, just from their kit there. And so Shivalonke is a powerful character. The problem with him is his laning phase is challenging because he doesn't have an easy way to clear the wave, and he gets pushed out very easily. And so they're going to go...
They did it! Driver, they did it! We get Arachne! Completed, mission accomplished. Thank you, EloFisherS. Raise your EloFisherS, guys. They have completed. Every god in Smite has been picked in the SWC. Drybear, are you happy? We're going to see the bug.
Ares, Shivalonke, Arachne.
Welcome to
Is this the Smite World Championship qualifiers?
Yes, it is, sir. It is, and this is week 6. Like I said,
World Championship qualifiers.
And we have an Arachne, Loki, Ares, and Shivalonke team composition, rounded off by a Poseidon. You okay? I'm hyped.
Okay.
I'm hyped.
Okay. See, I'm trying to give this a chance. I'm really trying to give this a chance. But the problem is they have so many holes in this. If Exposed Secrets gets an early game, EloFisherS have zero chance of winning this. I'm going to be frank about that. I'm not the kind of person that would call that kind of absolute response, but the issue here is Xbalanque has a weak laning phase. Arachne has a weak mid and late game. Ares has a weak mid and late game. And so if Xbalanque gets shut down and or Ares gets shut down and or Arachne gets shut down or they all get shut down, they have nothing to lean on. Not only that, but Loki's rotations are not a big oomph, right? It's not a Hoon Bots. It's not a Hercules. It's not someone in the jungle. It's not a Thor. I mean, he's got a single target damage and maybe he'll go in there and burst Janus down, but at the same time, I don't see the synergy here. I'm just not seeing it.
I mean, looking at the phases, like you said, Loki versus Vermona. Like Vermona's probably one of the only warriors one of the only gods left that can really deal with Loki in this laning phase after the changes to the warriors. And so I like that pickup from Xaylia as well. I think they should have probably banned Vermona if they're going to pick up that Loki so quickly. Chose not to though. They chose to go with the Aphrodite pickup to deal with, to take away from Loki. But at the end of the day, Dry, like you said, if they have weak laning phases, they can always rely on the bug. Right?
They can't rely on the bug.
Right?
We're going to cut to a brief break, guys. You're about to watch EloFisherS up against Exposed Secrets taking place right here, right now for the round of 16. We'll stick around. We'll be right back. Hey, everyone, and welcome back. Ares is jungling, Hindu.
Ares is jungling.
Ares is jungling.
Arachne is support.
No, that's not surprising. I expected Arachne support. I know Bugsy's been running this for a long time. I know he's been part of this. This doesn't surprise me at all. But I'm a little bit upset that they're running Ares jungle. Now, looking at the lineups here between these two teams, there isn't a good lineup for EloFisherS at all. Ares is facing Hoon Bots in the jungle. That matchup is the most terrifying thing Ares could ever face. You're looking at the long lane Xbalanque Arachne against Artemis Athena. Terrible matchup for EloFisherS. You're looking at the mid lane. Janus gets outpushed by Poseidon at low levels. Terrible matchup. And honestly, that's probably their only thing they're going to be able to do is Poseidon beating out Janus, and that's it. But then they have Loki in the solo lane versus Vermona. Vermona's very good against Loki. What do they do here?
What they do is they use the bug to their advantage. They look for the broodlings. Yes,
I just looked up the name.
I just had to look up the skill names because that's the only god I have not been practicing the skill names of this week is Arachne because I was not expecting it, Dry Bear. So, for those at home who have never seen the bug before, also being played by Bugsy, her one ability is broodlings. It drops spiders on the ground that spawn and attack your enemy. Then she can jump on your back and ride you like a cowboy. For her too.
I'm just...
You're shocked right now. Oh, look at it! Look at the aggression! EloFisherS going hard in this duo lane right now, and Football is running for his life. The bug is chasing! The attacks land, and there's the poison damage ticking away. And look at this, Dry Bear. You're wrong, because EloFisherS are winning this duo right now. New meta, guys. You okay?
Emotionally, no. Now, they got eggs here. Eggs are going to help push up. It means them spawning up. One thing that should be mentioned as well is if the egg is broken by an enemy player, it'll only spawn one spider instead of two. There goes some damage on Artemis. Needs one shot to clear it out here. Fall up there. And honestly, it looks like Exposed Secrets is letting them get the best of them here. Now, obviously, it's a very high aggression lane on the left side. They're going to be pushing very heavily. And if you never push Xbalanque back, he can clear the wave. And so there are benefits here if Exposed Secrets let them do what they want to do. And so it looks like Artemis will be forced home early. What will he pick up? Looks like he's going to pick up a ward. Didn't have enough gold to finish off that final Devourer's Gauntlet. But by the time she gets back, Arachne's going to be getting pretty close to 5.
Yeah, that's pretty big for them, though, being able to force Artemis back now. Funball having to go back early, meaning he doesn't get his gloves like you said. And that means they're going to be delayed on his next recall. Look at them trying to invade, looking for the speed buff. But already Humbats was well aware of that Frosty Echo in a position to protect. Is that
Ares doing the Harpy cam on the backside. Chain comes out here, throwing to the side. It's going to clear the minute. Both Harpies are down. The big Harpy goes down. Give Fisher. Ares jungle takes out the back Harpy count. Ares jungle.
Ares jungle level 4 now. Gotta look for the next XP camp. Needs to be careful.
He's going damage buff.
Oh, he's going damage.
He's going damage buff.
He got the hog off. The hog connected.
He's swinging. He's spewing flames. The flames are coming out here, but the damage is doing a lot of damage here to Ares. Fishers in trouble.
Right, I want to point out now, just before you carry on having a go at Ares, Ares is very, very strong on damage. Like, his jungle is kind of weak, but his saving flesh skill his 3 does do percentage health damage. So, it's not bad, right? It's not bad, right?
Granted, he does do a lot. I mean, Ares does a lot of damage, and that's really his main focus, right? He doesn't really have peel. He doesn't really have a whole lot of things that supports would bring to the table, but the biggest thing for him is that he brings damage to the table, and if he ever gets ahead, his stat gains are very high as a Guardian. He's going to get a lot of health, he's going to get a lot of protection, he's going to scale up very quickly, and so if you get high in level, high in gold, and high in gain across the board, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage, also being very, very durable to the point where you're almost invincible towards the mid-game. So, Sing hasn't been a first blood yet. Look at the long lane. Look at the gold between the two. We're going to see Funballer sitting at 2,500 gold. Across the way, Flurryq is at 2,500 himself. So only about 80 gold gain between Xbalanque and Artemis, even though Artemis had to go back.
That's true. I mean, he did have to go back earlier. Still not gone back yet to finish off his Devourer's gloves. And we can see Xbalanque has gone back now, so he'll be getting those stacks earlier. Bugsy still not reached level 5 just yet. Neither has Daza on that Athena. But once we see that come out, maybe we'll see some Cocoon players coming out looking for opportunities for their team.
We're going to see Giannis in the mid lane clearing out that wave. Looks like Poseidon is already headed home here. Poseidon about to finish off his boots himself, but did go for the tiny trinket start, so that's going to be a little bit disjoint there. Right side, we see Xaylia pushing up against Restarian here on the right side in that solo lane. Loki having trouble keeping up with that, and honestly, looking at the gold between the two, it does seem like Loki's about 100 gold behind, and that's mainly because Vamana is just that much safer at pushing. I mean, Xaylia is just a world-class solo laner. We've been following him since before the launch event when Smite was released, and honestly, going up against him as a Loki versus Vamana, that can't feel too good.
Oh yeah, and he's really well known as well about being for being that Vamana player. I mean, really well known as that Vamana. I mean, everybody knows about it.
It's just what he does. He knows it. And he knows it well, and I think he expected Loki to be coming here, and maybe that's part of EloFisher's strategy, is just really not allowing the enemy team to really pick out what's going to happen unless they've been paying attention to what they've been playing so far. Hook on the left side, look for Funballer, going to find it though.
Funball is in a lot of trouble now. The stun does connect, and there's the damage going out from Xbalanque. Funball is really in pain here. He's trying to get away. Athena's using the ultimate, but he's going to escape. Just about the protection coming out. There's Jonas ulting across. Does connect with Bugsy, and now Flurry could get caught out of position here.
Yonder's not really committed to that one, but Flurry's a little bit surrounded. There goes the threshold for the movement speed increase, looking for a follow-up here.
Poseidon.
There's the taunt, no follow-up on the actually business, but now going forward on the right side. Wolfie rotated over himself, not going to get in on that one. Vamana got the blue buff on the right side of the map. Looking at the charts, though, we're going to see a slight gold lead for Exposed Secrets, but experiences in favor of EloFisherS. Realistically, these numbers are quite small, though, so for all intents and purposes, this game is even.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, First Blood and the first Gold Fury could be the big tide in this game in terms of how it's going to play out. Like, EloFisherS really need to start trying to make a lead now wherever possible. Ares rotating mid, blinking, does get the no escape onto two people. Humbat's going to rotate in there into the Kraken, doesn't get chance to use the Fear No Evil. He's going to drop, and EloFisherS secure the first kill of this game, Driver.
Ares jungle is the most farmed in the game right now.
Ares jungle. I'm so happy. Like, this is... And look at all those wacky waving arm flailing tube men in the jungle.
That's the business right there.
There was blink in from Arachne Cocoon. Hits the wall.
Not gonna find it there. Giannis is sitting back pretty far. Now, again, Shadow Nightmare is a very difficult character to take out. He's just so comfortable in the mid lane, and he's comfortable under pressure to boot. And so, trying to force him down is not going to be an easy task for really anyone on EloFisherS. Left side darts coming out, going to be avoided here by Artemis, of course, hiding behind those minions. Right side, Vamana's going to be chasing down Loki, getting a little bit low here. There goes the slow from the hit. Loki turning back around with that finish. Ares is on his way back over here. Now, keep in mind that Ares' chains has a cripple component attached to it, so Vamana will not be able to dash using Clear the Path if he gets hit by those chains.
That's right, he's going to have to be very, very careful getting caught out of position, because that's one of the benefits Ares has with those chains. They do a lot of damage as well, those shackles, if all three of them connect, and the good Ares players will know to wait for the longest time possible before firing off the second one to keep that damage going as well. Back to the duo lane, though, you can see Flurryq being pushed to the tower now by Funballer. As you can see, Bugsy's been staying mid lane a long time here.
Yeah, definitely a good strategy. I mean, honestly, that's the thing that the Exposed Secrets have to hold on to, is the fact that if they out-farm EloFisherS, they don't have a late game. They just don't. I mean, they have Shibalanki to lean on, who is doing decently. They know that Loki can do well, but honestly, beyond that, Ares falls off incredibly hard. Arachne becomes, just a walking hook, and then of course Poseidon will be that one burst dump, which gets avoided by each.
This is dangerous.
Oh, it connects! Giannis ult can hit 2 there, dropping the portal down as well. Damage on GitFisher, forcing him back here. The taunt's not going to land though. Portal on the ground. Supposed to get the Gold Fury. The Crack is going to come out here, hitting Hoon bots. They're going to get a kill. It's 1 kill for the Gold Fury. I would say that's worth.
Yeah, definitely worth their exposed secrets. They come out on top of that when they did secure the Gold Fury there. So it's 2-0 in terms of kills, though. But if you look at the golden experience charts, experience slightly in favor of EloFisherS. However, because of that Gold Fury, it's definitely in favor of exposed secrets there. 1,200 ahead.
1,200 ahead, indeed. We're going to see them kind of just gain slowly. And I think it's hard, right? Because you know that they're going to be jumping in and just trying to win that early game on the side of EloFisherS given their lineup, and they start the Gold Fury just trying to get that, along with that thought process, but they lose it away. They get a kill in the process, but it's just not worth the effort. And so now Gold Fury is down. They're going to be struggling to keep up here, and the players that were previously, losing 1-1 are now winning. Zaylee, the most farmed in the game, at 5,000 gold here across the way. Rostarian's at 4,400, so a 600 gold deficit between the solo laners in favor of exposed secrets. The Legacy Shadow Nightmare currently sitting at 4,800 across the way. Wolfie's at 4,800 himself. Wolfie is the most farmed on his team, so it just doesn't really balance out too well for them, considering the fact that every single player on exposed secrets just got 300 gold.
I mean, the one thing about EloFisherS as well is they're running 2 assassins in this composition as well. And when you're running 2 assassins, you're looking for squishy targets. So expect them to try and focus Funballer, Hunbats, and Giannis. But Hunbats is one of those assassins that can do the counterplay with that Fear No Evil, which cuts it down to just the 2. And if Giannis can portal himself, then, it's going to make it even more difficult for them to try and catch him. Bugsy's looking for an opportunity in mid, though, but so is Frostiak. Yeah,
I've grown up here. Shadowheimer's in the area, though, and he's not going to be fooled that easily. We know that Blink is available on Arachne. There's a Blink available on Ares, who's across the side there in the solo lane. Poseidon hanging out here. Now, Arachne might look for a hook through the wall, but who does she really grab, honestly? Because Giannis can just portal right back through the wall that he came from. Athena, of course, can just dash away, very durable, and Huboth can jump away. And so they don't really have that control, but it looks like they're just going to just fairly and evenly split the mid camps.
If Arachne climbs on your back as Giannis and you walk through the portal, do you take Arachne with you?
I've actually never tried that. I'm curious.
No one ever sees Arachne. Now I'm like, oh, all these questions are coming out as the blue buff is stolen away by exposed secrets. On the left-hand side as the mid camps were shared once again. 4 members here. No Spider is going to slow down Shadow Nightmare a little bit in the jungle. Broodling's coming to work, but Cocoon does not connect from Bugsy yet again. If he's going to play him, he's got to connect those Cocoons. Like, they're really important.
Yeah, part of the problem is that the range on the Arachne hook is just not long enough to make those really clutch ones. You have to be pretty much in range or just through a thin wall there. And so really recognize that on the side of exposed secrets. They're not want to trade things away. And I think the biggest thing here is exposed secrets has yet to get a kill. And, honestly, if I were exposed secrets looking to line up on EloFisherS, I would not even worry or sweat the small stuff in the beginning. I would focus mainly on my farm, getting the objectives, making sure I never lost a Gold Fury, getting every single jungle buff and every single Harpy camp that respawned here. And then, come 30 minutes, 40 minutes in the game, when EloFisherS don't have a team comp anymore and their prowess is just gone because of the lineup that they've chosen, then you just win and you call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a big difference between these 2 team compositions is the fact that if EloFisherS make one mistake and lose one big team fight, they could lose a lot, whereas on the other side, you've got to see constant fights going on, as you can see that in the right-hand lane right now. Azalea forces Restarian back to tower and looking to recall in that lane
ultimate.
Now as the pressure
mid lane, though, looking for Wolfie, gonna find some damage. Giannis looking for the ultimate through the Shibalanki ultimate, gonna hit it in the darkness. Shadow Nightmare is not fooled by Shibalanki's ultimate, and the Kamehameha hits.
Left-hand lane, you can see the aggression coming out from Funballer, but the piggyback ride is on, and Bugsy, Arachne is back, secures his first kill of the game. Support Arachne.
That silence was a huge pickup for them. Big plays. And now, honestly, I just want to see it again. I mean, Giannis is just a strong character, and it played properly. You can see that he gets the damage off with Unstable Vortex on the Poseidon, forcing him away. Shibalanki ultimate comes in. The darkness will cover him, but that doesn't stop him from hitting that ultimate across into the darkness, across the lane, through the tower. Big hit there. And then, of course, we saw the kill on the left side of the map.
Tim made a big play there, honestly. I think Tim was a big involvement in that pickup there, allowing him to be able to see through space as well as Tim. It was important.
Definitely. But the damage we know is huge. I mean, I think he hit both the balls and then Unstable Vortex, doing huge amounts of damage, bring him down low, and of course just needed to tap him with that ultimate even at close range. For those of you who don't know, the ultimate Giannis has through space and time actually does 200% scaling if you go over 800 feet.
Yeah, so it does increase damage the further it travels, so you've got to watch out.
Oh, right lane though, looking for Asterion. The damage is going to come out here.
Oh, wow!
Ooh, just barely going down. Xaylia will fall. Asterion still survive. That Ares damage was enough.
Now, mid camps are coming up as well in the middle lane now, so what we will see contested over there, it looks like Athena, and we're going to see Giannis rotating over there, Shadow Nightmare in position. Bugsy could get caught out here as he's going to get found. Funball is rotating around the back, and immediately Kazisha Balonki using the ultimate to try and slow them down, does so for a moment, and now it looks like Exposed Secrets are the ones in trouble.
Pulling up in the Gold Fury area, they're going to be leashing this away.
Oh,
They're going to fall back on the hook from Arachne, but she's by herself here. No follow-up from Exposed Secrets.
Oh, my
portal. There's
goodness.
the Disable Vortex. Not going to go for it. Ares ultimate on top. Artemis session out of the board. There goes the board hit. Giannis chasing it down. Not able to find Bugsy, though. There goes the Whirlpool on the ground. No Kraken able to trap it and do damage to Get Fisher. Here comes Boss. Popping the ultimate. Missing the placement. No follow-up here. Teleporting backwards instead of forward. Could have got a double kill. Rasterion steps on a trap inside of Vanish. The damage is coming out here as well. Wolf is in the area. Has a Kraken. There goes the damage on top, but not going to be able to do enough to Boss to force him out. The taunt comes through, but it will not hit home.
So only one death in that whole engagement, which was Flurry Q, ended up stepping on the trap as he walked around the corner. Zaylia's actually rotating now to the left-hand side, takes away that mid-camp. That's important as the aggression from Rasterion comes on because he knows he's got Wolfie in support, but Wolfie does not have that much mana to be able to deal with Xaylia at the moment, so Zaylia's going to be quite happy to just rotate back right-hand side, securing that mid-camp.
Giannis is right up the mid lane, clearing out this wave here as Poseidon is heading on home. What will he finish is the question. Could this be a spear? Could this be... Oh, it is going to be a spear here. So Poseidon is going to go for an Enchanted Spirit, of course, turning into Spirit of the Magus, allowing a lot of penetration, stacking up from the Whirlpool. So he's just going to be doing pretty much true damage to everything he touches. Rasterion will go down the road of Ninja Tabi after Heartseeker for lots of damage, and of course CDR. Looks like Ares is going towards Steel Mail. I imagine this will be something like a sovereignty. You want to get his the ore items. Of course, his passive Blessed Presence means that every ore item he picks up gives him 30 magical damage. And so if you get any kind of ore item for yourself or your team, it's very possible that they're going to do something with it. And honestly, if they get the sovereignty on Ares, not only is that a good ground breaker because it gives him defense, but it gives him a little bit of damage because of the passive. And then Arachne can build damage. You can see her picking up Ninja Tabi right now. Could go for something like a Void Shield or something a little bit middle of the road kind of thing, and all of a sudden we have a lot of damage between the two of them.
Yeah, we really do. So at the moment, what we're going to see, I mean, one thing to know as well, Funballer, and at the same time, we're going to see on the other side of it, not Rasterion, Flurry Q, mixing up their builds ever so slightly. Both of them will start off with the Dev's Gloves, but we're going to see Artemis going for that Rage nice and quick. On the other side, though, Flurry's going to go for that Executioner's Calling more than likely. Can go for the Chins, but normally we're starting to see that the Hunters have all started to adopt the Executioner's Calling as their second item.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a split between Chins and Executioner. It's a very different choice. The penetration is good. Passive damage is good. And generally, if you want more damage, you go for the Chins. You want utility, you go for that. But right side, looking for the Assassinate on top of Vamana, going to be able to kill him inside of the ultimate. Rasterion taking out Xaylia on the right side. Loki v Vamana.
Now,
wow.
The way we're talking, guys, about that lane matchup is that Loki should not be winning that lane because Vamana is innately tanky against Loki and has a great matchup in terms of how it goes on as the time goes on. And Vamana should really win that matchup. But Rasterion showing this Loki is really back in fashion again, Dry.
Well, looks like the Sovereignty is not going to be coming out here. It's going to be a Mystical Mail, so that does fill the Aura option. Xbalanque Ultimate, right side, so Fight going down here, look for the Overhand Smash, gonna find it. Again, find the left side as well as Ares comes in on the fray. The taunt will come out, but Ares will not commit to this one. The Giannis Ultimate came through trying to finish off somebody. Bugsy was kind of low there. It looks like that didn't end up hitting home, but the kill on the right side to Loki from Humbots, and given the fact that it was a solo kill, is a big benefit. But one thing that I'm a little concerned about for EloFisherS is they do actually have a 3 physical split where they're relying pretty much exclusively on them for that damage source, but Vamana has finished off his Hasten Fatalis and gone straight into Witchblade.
Yeah, the Witchblade, they're going to try and help him out a little bit more in terms of mobility as well for himself, as the mid-camps are started once again by EloFisherS. Left-hand side going to go to them this time round. Right-hand side started by Xaylia once again. He's doing a good job of actually rotating around here. He's taken the tower as well on that side, has Xaylia. So Exposed Secrets looking good, but EloFisherS are not out of this one. They're actually ahead in terms of experience and the kills right now.
See Athena heading over to the left side as Vamana joins in on the fray as well. Now we're going to see the mid kind of be more of a point of contestation as this Gold Fury is going to be standing tall and healthy. Bugsy left side is going to be jumping a little bit away from that one. There was on top of Shivalanke. The trap will be prevented there as he steps on it but dashes away through that one. And then they're going to be backing off here. Bugsy looking for a chance to get a hook as Poseidon is in the area. Though is Hoon Boss. It could quickly turn into a 3 versus 3 depending on who gets the start on the other person. And you know, even their item choices are different here, Indu.
Yeah, I mean, the item choices across the board are just so... It's really strange with EloFisher's team composition. You will see different items picked up from them. I mean, seeing Ares picking up the shoes of Magi shows that he wants to go for a more damage-orientated, as well as the Mystical Male. So he's going to be doing a lot of innate damage just with his abilities as well. As the Gold Fury is being contested at the moment by the whole of Exposed Secrets here. They're looking for an opportunity. The whole team is rotated around here. And this could be the make or break point for EloFisher's team composition. If they can win this fight, they've got a real chance at this game. But here's the aggression. Bugsy's in trouble.
On Bugsy, force him away into the portal. He goes, big burst! Bugsy is gone! Kraken coming out here as they force away. There goes the toll, and Ares ultimate is down. Wolf's gonna go down as well. Vamana is coming in. The big damage. Restarian goes down as well. It's gonna be a 2 for 3. Actually, a 3 for 1 here on the left side. There goes the portal yet again. Damage coming out on top of it. Will it be enough? Vamana is gonna get the kill on GitFisher. He goes down immediately, and now right on top of the Gold Fury is gonna be Exposed Secrets, and they're gonna get as much gold as they can from this.
Shout outs to I'm Dazer there. He made a big play for Exposed Secrets, catching out Bugsy on that Arachne. And after that, the team fight just went so well in Exposed Secrets' favor. And as we said, Drybear, you know, this is the problem EloFisher's team composition has, is the fact that they've not got great synergy together.
They're going to be grouping up, and as soon as they do, obviously the chance has been lost there. And
Always
honestly,
gotta be careful here.
Arachne just can't deal with the damage output. Here comes Shivalanke. I don't see him committing to this one. Humbot's going to back off. Now they're running back towards the tower. Gold Fury down. I mean, we're seeing 5,600 gold here. And again, you know, even though EloFisher's been playing well, their weakness is just the team comp.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't go for the team composition they've gone for, I think this would have been a bit of an not easier for game for them, but they would have been in more control of the game overall by this stage of it. But Exposed Secrets, once again, you know, their team composition and their team play showing out in that team fight. And now EloFishers really have their back against the walls, because we said, like, one small mistake could, and you get wipes, it's going to cost them a lot. And now they've got to try and regroup again and look for more picks, because that's what they really are here, is a pick composition.
That's right. I mean, they have good synergy. They have good interaction between their players, and everything kind of just sticks together. Looks like Poseidon's actually been going for a Polynomicon. I actually don't know if I agree with this early on. Now, of course, he's going to take out squishy targets, Bots, Artemis, even Janus. But at the same time, it limits his burst potential when you go for the Polynomicon so early, especially after he went for Spear. So a very interesting progression here from Poseidon. Same thing goes here for actually Bugsy going to be starting out with Iron Mail. This could be a sovereignty, but because Bugsy's been so active, wow, look at Arachne's gold right now.
Oh, Cocoon does land from Bugsy, but immediately Zelia pops the ultimate. The aggression is onto Bugsy now as the chains come out from GitFisher. It's going to be a 4v3 here, and Exposed Secrets are caught out as Bugsy tries to run away as the rest of the team chase onto him. Frosty going to secure that kill. The ultimate from Shivalanke does come out to try and help out, but not going to be enough as the rest of Exposed Secrets continue this chase.
Bugsy will fall down the backside. There goes Wolf in the top. Getting that escape with the sprint there. Dashing forward with the taunt. Is it going to be hitting? There goes the Ares hit. There goes the Unstable Vortex. Going to get the hit, and pull will not go off. The damage was too much for him to handle. Mid lane's going to be Frostiak versus Floricu from behind. He's surrounded. Vamana comes in. The portal's going to come out as well. Forced back towards the tower. He will fall to a crit from Vamana. The tower will fall as well. Fire Giant is available if they want to go for it. Wow.
Meanwhile, left-hand lane, you can just see Funballer split pushing all day, quite happily to farm and take out that left tower as well. Now the aggression on mid lane from Exposed Secrets, looking to put extra pressure on, and the game is just starting to snowball now, Drybear, in term for Exposed Secrets.
Exposed Secrets is on the ball here, and really EloFisher's going to have a team comp to come back from it. You know, you're looking at Loki, who doesn't really have a strong team fight unless he gets the damage off. Left side hook comes on Bugsy, but he's got no one there. He is all alone. He brought that on himself quite literally, and he will fall down on the left side. And, you know, honestly, that's one of the biggest problems is Arachne has been very active all over the map, but he hasn't been getting anything for it. Currently sitting 1, 3, and 2, does not have the pressure, does not have the presence, and does not have the effectiveness to really go around the map and get the kills like, you know, something of the same role with something like a Bots. You know, obviously Frostiak hitting very, very hard here, but look at the goal numbers. I mean, everyone in the game is at a certain value. The lowest in the game, the second lowest in the game, and really should be the lowest game, is Xbalanque at 8,800 gold, given the fact that everyone is so much further ahead of him. 11.4 for Vamana, 8.8 for Xbalanque. That's a huge split. That's almost 3,000 gold. But then you look at Arachne,
levels, yeah.
and she's at 7,200.
Look at the levels as well.
She's literally like 4,000 gold behind the highest farmed on Exposed Secrets, and just through the fault of the character itself and the levels, exactly. 2 levels behind Xbalanque. As Artemis gets jumped on the left side, there goes the ultimate. It's going to be enough.
Another pickup, and that's what they need to do. They need to keep looking for these pickup opportunities, keep the wards going to try and get themselves, claw themselves back into this one with the composition they've got. Bugsy's going to rotate mid with Wolfie. Cocoon's going to miss again, unfortunately, for Bugsy. And that's not going to be good for them. They have to just back away for the time being. Mid camps have spawned yet again, but we can already see Exposed Secrets with I'm Dazer trying to take those ones away on the right side. Got to be careful, though, because 3 members have grouped up from EloFisherS there.
Right side, right camp, mid lane seems to be the point of focus here for both teams. They're fighting over this. I don't imagine EloFisherS would want to fight for this. 90 gold and 140 experience split between 4 people. 3 people is not really worth losing.
Oh, left lane. Flurry's in trouble. Frostiak's going aggressive. He's trying to get the damage off, but Frostiak going to pick that one up. Back to the mid side, though, and you can see that that camp finally has gone down. And that's 12-7 now in favor of Exposed Secrets.
Nice play there. I mean, good hookup. I mean, that's really the problem, right? Because Hoonboss is just very good. I mean, you know, once he has that, he's got a good amount of damage right now. He's got Deathbringer done, which makes him just even more effective with 30% he gets from his passive after ability. He's just looking good. Wolfie looking to take him down here, not going to commit all the way. Vamana going to the right side with Athena looking for Loki, going to find him with that ward, but they don't really seem to care a whole lot.
I want to talk about Janus for a moment, because Shadow Nightmare has actually played a really good game on Janus so far. We can see he's 3-0 and 6, and those through space and times that he's been using have been on point. He's been connecting the damage, which is one of the things that a lot of people said is very difficult to land or secure because of how slow it travels. On top of that, though, he's been using it really well as well, Dry Bear, for the rotations.
Yeah, he really has, and honestly, he's been hitting those unstable vortexes. The portals have been aggressive and also intelligent. He seems to know when to use a portal defensively and when to use it offensively. And of course, the ultimates have been hitting home really hard. Threshold has also been used effectively. One of the most underrated abilities in his kit, honestly. Movement speed slow, Bugs getting slow to the left side there, and that's the problem, right? Because Artemis didn't break a sweat.
Nope,
Bugsy is so far behind and has no kit to engage here. Arachne is just not going to be able to fight anyone. Ares blinking it, ultimate crack on the ground. A little bit early though. Ares ultimate was not pulled in. Athena dropping low. Vamana's in the fight. Loki's going to get the kill on Athena as things start out here. The Fire Giant's getting low here. Still not leashed just yet. There goes the double. Wisteria going in the deep there. Rampage for Zalia. 5 kill streak as the Fire Giant gets leashed away. But so does the entire livelihood of EloFisherS. It's a 4-for-3 exchange. Actually, technically, that was a 3-for-3 exchange if you exclude the Arachne solo on the left side of the map. So an even exchange there. The Fire Giant was actually low enough to be finished off there, but Exposed didn't see it.
I mean, it was 4v5 in that fight all the way through, and we saw Restarian pick up a kill straight away, and you could see the damage coming out from Get Fisher as well. But as soon as those two drops, as soon as you saw Zalia and Funballer turn up, the damage just intensified from Exposed Secrets, and the whole team dropped. They were a very, very squishy team composition all in all, and it's going to be a big issue for them when it comes to these team fights if they can't deal with Zalia.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea behind Vamana, is that you farm until around 30 minutes and then you come out and you kill everyone, because Vamana has this innate ability to splash when he attacks, CC immunity, regenerating HP, and critting for huge amounts of damage. Plus, he has a great kit to follow up with once his ultimate is down. High mobility, good slow, even has an attack speed slow inside of the Umbrella Ring. Now looking for a side here. Sprint activation, but it's a double sprint activation. Look at the follow-up here. Actually, the hook's going to come through. Not going to get it. Kraken ultimate to force him up here.
Oh,
there goes the hit.
And death!
From across the map.
Ow! And now you can see Bugsy actually take out Shadow Nightmare, who rotated in. Zalia's caught out of position here, does pop the ultimate. He's surrounded by 4. He's going to go aggressive. He's not giving up. He's going to try to beat downs, but is he going to just beat himself into submission? No, he will take out Flurry. No escape popped. And now you can see Dazer's rotated in here as well, using the ultimate to get involved. Zalia's still alive. Zalia's going to live.
Zalia's going to survive here. Restarian going in deep on Athena, but not a whole lot he can do. Very, very tanky and durable. Moonbots is in the area. No ultimate available for either of them. Artemis is still around as well, and she does have her boar available, crediting for about 800 damage. Bugsy looking for the hook. Baller going to smartly back away from that fight, not wanting to really get pulled into a tower, especially when the teammates are heading over towards the Fire Giant area, warding it up, grouping up here. Will be starting up the Fire Giant. There's still two hand threes in the map right now, Ares and Athena. No one else has execute potential as Arachne's in the area. Ares is looking to jump over here, but Frosty spots it out, keeps him in combat, and forces him away.
He does. Now Bugsy's going to get rotated on as well by Zalia as Fisher still has to jump away. Frosty back in the action now, and Bugsy's caught out of position. He's looking to try and get in there to end it, but the cocoon does not connect. Zalia actually takes out Bugsy. Baller drops Loki soon after. Fire Giant goes to expose secrets, and this one's looking like it's going to come to an end sooner rather than later.
And Loki both going down there. 8,000 gold in the lead for Exposed Secrets. Poseidon runs up the mid lane, doing the best he can to clear this out. Itemization seems to be hitting home for EloFisherS, but you know, it's a little bit off the bill. And like I mentioned before, Polynomicon early on a Poseidon can be effective, but at the same time, it limits your burst potential. And you know, Poseidon really doesn't have the team comp to be standing still and basic attacking people or using Trident or really using that Polynomicon to full effect. And honestly, he would have been better off with a little bit more penetration or maybe more damage potential, you know, really anything, Bancrofts, Voidstone, anything would have helped him get that extra burst that he needs. Polynomicon just not going to do it here, and so when they need that big burst, you saw Vamana walk through the Poseidon Ultimate, not really care. There's Unstable Vortex, the hook comes out though.
Oh, good hook. Kraken though, Aegis stops that one from taking it out. Bugsy takes out one. Funball is doing so much damage now, and Zalia's on the front line, and Wolfie's gonna run. He can't run fast enough though, as the big baby has those giant steps. The Phoenix is gonna go down here, Expose Secrets in full control.
Now they're pushing up the left side, Phoenix.
Oh,
Restarian goes down, the trap's on the ground as well. Floriku is watching everything happen, nothing he can do about it. Mid Phoenix is under pressure, this is going to start falling down as well. Everything seems to be really not going the way of EloFisherS as the late game comes out. And it's exactly like I mentioned in the early stage, Hindu. All Exposed Secrets had to do here was just play it safe, sit back and farm until around 25-30 minutes, and all of a sudden EloFisherS team comp is just non-existent. They don't have any synergy there, and the characters that are decent earlier can be used, like Arachne, like Ares, and you know, Shibalanke to a certain extent. Then those just fall off and they just don't really have any legs to stand on.
I mean, realistically, when we looked at this before the game started, Drybear, we were skeptical about EloFisherS team composition. But what I will say about them is shout-outs to them for trying to mix things up and give us some entertainment on the stream today, especially during the early rounds. So, especially after the last game when we didn't manage to end it. So it was good to see EloFisherS try and bring out some fun stuff with Arachne being picked. First team in the SWC to bring it out, Drybear, you know? Would you reckon we'll see it again?
No. No.
No?
No. One thing I'm interested about here is they actually had 3 Phoenixes up, and then 3 Phoenixes taken down, and they sent it back, and they're doing Gold Theory here. So I don't know if they're a little bit wary about going in on this one, or maybe give an opportunity for EloFisherS to come back. They're just playing it safe. It seems to be the strategy here. But, you know, they really don't have anything to worry about at all. They have the Fire Giant buff. They have map control, they have the damage output, and honestly, they're not really worried about team fight initiation from anyone. Jumping in, trying to get the taunt, gonna find it, but that sprint and purification beads activated.
Yeah, forced out the full beads and sprint combination there from Poseidon, so he's going to be in trouble if he gets caught out of position again. And this looks like the beginning of the end right now for EloFisherS. Exposed Secrets just on the warpath, pushing in all 3 lanes. Expect to see one more team fight where we can hope and dream that EloFisherS and the Bug and the Loki and the Ares jungle can stand tall and try and be together, but I don't see it coming. The dream, though.
Well, they gotta fight. They have no other choice. This has to be their final stand. They have no Phoenixes left. The Fire Mains are going to come through. Shadowhammer gets hooked in, though. Lots of damage going to the Whirlpool. Kraken on the ground as well. Shadowhammer somehow gets away. Portal on the ground. Floriku chasing down. Can he get the damage out? Looks like Wolfie's going to go down. Giftfish is going to go down. Bugsy going to go down. Just Shadow Nightmare on the left side still surviving. There goes Rising Jaguar. Shadow Nightmare will fall on the left side. Double kill for Funball. There goes a big damage, but while he's 1v1ing, his Titan is dying, and that will be the end of this matchup. 31 minutes into the match, Exposed Secrets versus EloFisherS comes to a close. A spectacular finish with 18,000 gold in the lead for Exposed Secrets. A long, long series there, but again, this just comes down to team comp, and I gotta give credit to EloFisherS here to being creative, to being, you know, exciting, different, and new.
Entertaining.
At the same time, you know, I have to discount it because, you know, we saw last
Yeah.
2 weeks ago for week number 5, a team like I5 that experimented very hard. They ran an Osiris Naja lane that collectively, I believe, went 1-14. They lost that lane very hard, and you know, as a result, they lost in the round of 16, losing their seeding points. And so now I5, which is in 4th seed, really wishes they had those seeding points as it's week 6. You know, there's only 4 weeks left. You can't just, you know, waste away that time on, you know, strange comps.
So have a little look at this replay, Driver. Talk us through. This is Zaylia at the fire gen here.
So he's just jumping on, unless the damage from Vamana is going to be enough to just keep them, you know, together. The big crits are coming out, and honestly, they really had nowhere to go. They thought they had the positioning, they thought they had the damage, but I think that the fact that, you know, their team comp doesn't fit well together is just completely obvious.
Yeah, so I mean, we saw Expo Secrets coming out strong this week on that one. I mean, EloFisherS did run a bit of an entertaining team comp. It could have probably been closer if they did do a more traditional team composition that we've started to see. Loki worked out really well for them, Drybear, against that Azalea's Vamana, which I'm really surprised at more than anything in that match was how well Loki played.
Oh yeah, I mean, beat out Vamana, and not only that, but Zalia's Vamana is huge there.
Oh,
Look at the
exactly.
brackets on screen. Let's check in on how things are progressing. We're heading into the round of 8, and the next match to be watched here is going to be I5 versus Cluelessness. Now, I5 is actually 4th seed, and 5th seed is Cluelessness, so definitely a strong line there. On Cluelessness, you're going to be seeing people like Frezzy, Moex, Thormod, Fexes, Dover, their newest team name, and so a lot of strong players there. You know, Bloody Tech previously, so certainly a lot of people to watch. And I think I5 really has something to prove. If they want to be locked into the 4th slot here for seeding points, they got to beat this team out quickly.
They do, and then if they can take out Cluelessness, then they've got to deal with Cloud9 or Exposed Secrets in the next round in the semis. Really push on for the extra points if possible. On the other half of the table, we're going to see Worth Gaming facing off against Agilitas. That will be a good game to see. And Team Solar Mid are waiting to see whether or not it's going to be SK Gaming or Optimum Esports. They're going to be facing off in the next round. I did say SK Gaming are my underdogs this week, Dry. I think they might sneak third. That's how I'm seeing it.
Well, they're facing out against Optimum Esports. Optimum Esports went from 20th seed to 10th seed in a single week, defeating I5 in the early rounds and proved themselves as a worthy team here, facing off against 7th seed SK Gaming. So next up is going to be I5 versus Cluelessness, but I think the biggest thing for a lot of people watching is the fact that 2 weeks ago, week number 5, we had a week skip because of the show match in you know, the eastern side of the world, but at the same time, TSM was defeated in the round of 8 2 weeks ago, and I think they really have something to prove here. Because of that early loss, they didn't get really any seeding points for that game, for that week, and C9 took the first slot, and I think they're just hungry to prove themselves today. So TSM, we're going to be watching them most likely in the semifinal round, if they can make it out of the round of 8. And honestly, if the last 2 weeks shows anything, they don't have a history of making it out of the round of 8, as we've been watching them together, but they certainly are one of those world-class teams that everyone loves to watch. We're going to cut to a brief break, guys, and we'll be right back with I5 versus Cluelessness. Stick around.